There are several things that are known to provoke my rage. People who use the wrong fork at a buffet, people who yawn really loudly when they haven't eaten in 2 days, and people who say they have something on their mind. It's a lot like saying you have a fart on your finger and then offering it around the room for people to smell. Just say it. We'll deal with it. This is part of why I love living alone. But now that I have a baby, there's someone else here to make me angry, and it's my own damn kid. And today, I am particularly peeved at my daughter because she has chosen this moment, the exact moment, to start crying. The baby monitor is on mute, and so I can't even see what's going on in real time. She could be choking on her own, spit up, and I wouldn't even know about it. Maybe I should put her on a baby monitor, strap her into her space suit, and leave her here while I go to Mars, or do anything, literally anything else. But no, I am a father now. So instead I put down the magazine I was reading, which wasn't even that interesting, and I head into the nursery to figure out what's wrong. What is it, honey? What happened? My wife is sitting in a chair next to the crib. I don't know. I was just trying to change her diaper and she started freaking out. Then she projectile vomited all over my hand. Now, she won't stop crying. Okay, let's take care of the puke first. I grab some napkins from the counter and try to clean my wife's hand. She shakes her head. No, it's okay. I've had worse. Worst case. I can always blame it on her when I am up to my elbows in dog crap at the spisa again. She hands me the baby and gets a towel to clean herself up. You go get some rest. It's my turn to watch her. You sure? Yep. Go on. Go watch the SpaceX launch. It is nice of my wife to let me sleep in after a night of being woken up every 2 hours by a newborn. But I know the SpaceX Falcon 9 launch will still be there in the morning. And anyway, how am I supposed to focus on watching the stream when I can hear my baby crying in the other room? I sigh and carry on. In the time that my wife is able to calm our daughter down, I manage to get back to sleep. When I wake up again, my wife is still in the rocking chair next to the crib, but she's fast asleep. Our daughter is fast asleep. And although there's still dried vomit on my wife's shirt, I realize that she must have changed the diaper during her nap, because there's no smell. This seems great at first, but then I notice that my wife's hair is standing on end. That's not right. Her hair doesn't do that unless it is attracted to an electrical current or she is holding a freshly charged Tesla Model S key fob. And then I hear the sound. It's subtle, but it's there. There's a wet fart in the room. I look down at my sleeping baby. Wait, she farted? But if she farted, then why isn't there a smell? The only explanation I can come up with is that the fart came out of her stomach and not her bum. She swallowed some air when she was feeding. Sometimes that happens, but that also means that the wet fart didn't come from her. I look around the room to try to find the source of the crime. Behind me, the baby monitor flickers with static. It's showing nothing. In front of me, my wife snores gently and sweetly, or maybe she's quietly screaming in her sleep. I can't tell. Suddenly, I feel cold. I slowly turn my head upwards. On the ceiling, a small black spot makes its way across the drywall. It smells faintly of sulfur. I don't need a microscope to identify this. It's a poop. And although it may not look like much, it is an incredibly complex piece of machinery that harnesses the power of physics to propel itself through the air and kill. If it lands on the right part of my wife's head, it could prove fatal. Or if it lands on my daughter, it could potentially crush her skull. Not to mention that our ceiling has asbestos in it, meaning that inhaling the particles from this poop could cause cancer. And I mean really bad cancer. The kind where you wish you were dead, but you are UNET, and your body is rotting away from the inside out. My mind races to find a solution to this problem. But then I remember, I don't have to be scared, because I'm a guy, and guys never die. We're either off having fun, or we're off dying. Plus, I'm not actually a guy. I have a baby now. And if I can protect her, then I can protect anyone. I leap from the bed to defend my family, except I kinda just sit down on the floor and stare at the ceiling. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I am pretty sure that it involves hugging my family very tightly and whispering sweet nothing into their ears. Not gonna lie, even though I'm too afraid to look up and watch it land, the entire thing kinda feels good. A sense of purpose? It is not. Entirely unlike the feeling I got when I discovered that this bathtub was full of human skin, or that time when I found out that the new neighbor moved in with his mother. Okay, I know that's weird, but those are stories for another day. Today I have to protect my family and do something about this poop on the ceiling. I pull out my phone and start searching for videos about how to remove a piece of drywall from your ceiling. Surely somebody has been in this situation before. While I search, the black dot continues its steady approach towards my sleeping wife. It's almost there. Any second now it's going to hit her. In fact, it already has, but I don't know that. Because while I was looking at my phone, the baby monitor flipped to my camera feed. And now I can see my wife sitting up in bed, holding her head. The baby monitor flips back to the ceiling camera and the poop is gone. I stand up and walk over to my wife. Hey, you okay? She nods slowly and rubs her eyes. Yeah, I think I just fell asleep while I was breastfeeding. I must have accidentally sat in some ice water while I was changing her diaper earlier because my head is starting to hurt now. I put my phone down. Well, let me know if it gets worse. I'm gonna go check on dinner. As I walk away, I can hear my wife talking to the baby. Don't worry, little one, Daddy's got this. Yeah, he's not much to look at most of the time, but he's a good man at heart. She laughs and I smile. I am a good man at heart, and that means I have to make sure my wife and daughter are taken care of. I open the fridge to grab the steak I bought last night. Maybe I'll throw a few potatoes in the microwave, too. But then I see it, sitting on the top shelf, staring at me accusingly. A carton of milk. That's right. Since our daughter was born, my wife hasn't touched this milk. Well, she technically did touch it once when she tried to pump it into her breast as a sort of, I don't know, fancy organic multivitamin. We gave her the formula instead. But now I see that the expiration date is tomorrow. I mean, how are we going to throw it away? Technically, drinking expired milk isn't dangerous. You might just get a stomachache. But do I want to risk it? And even if it's fine, how am I supposed to explain to my wife that I drank all her milk? Oh, well, it's not my problem anymore. I guess this is why people go to college. They learn how to cook before throwing their kids into a pit of fire. I open the carton and drink straight from it. It's freezing cold and tastes vaguely like plastic. But as I chug it down, I realize something. Maybe being a dad isn't so bad. I pour the rest of the milk into a glass to enjoy later and shut the door on the rest of the carton. I'll worry about the future when the time comes. Right now, I have a baby to protect, a meal to prepare, and an existential crisis to ignore. Also, I left the baby in Dimension X.